Hi, everyone. We're coming to you live on 2K Sports, bringing you the NBA. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Brent Barry and Greg Anthony. We've got David Aldridge reporting from the sideline. They're just off a road trip, and the Heat are looking to settle back in here at home. Here, matched up against San Antonio, is how they'll tip off the new season. They took the loss in this East versus West matchup during the regular season last year, dropping both games.
Yeah, and they put up a goose egg last year when they played this team twice.
Brent, two stingy defenses tonight. Hard to see how either team is going to put up a lot of points.
These are the kind of games, Kevin, where sometimes you have an offensive breakout from a player that you and I, in doing the elaborate research we do,
yes,
all of a sudden comes up with a 19-point performance where we say out of nowhere, maybe because that defensive team wasn't prepared for that guy stepping up in a big way.
Exactly.
And like whenever Butler slices to the basket, the D has a hard time matching his athleticism on these takes.
And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
And he wasn't going to get away with that one. Still in motion when he set that screen.
Yeah, really trying to sell it out there, but the official just, he ain't buying.
And Miami calls their first time out of the game.
And head coach Eric Spoelstra always looking for different perspectives, looking to tweak and change certain things and constantly learning. That's a growth mindset. We hear him talk about that a lot, and it's something that he encourages not only his staff to do, but his players as well.
First quarter, just over a minute played. Out to Harris. Fires for three. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. Harris has got himself on the board with three there. And Spoelstra assigns assistants to read books, attend clinics, and bring back reports. Always looking for new insights.
Yep, lots of paperwork on that Miami Heat coaching staff. They keep daily notes on everything from basketball to the big picture around the team. Stats, quotes, questions, all inspirational stuff. So anything they can draw a competitive advantage on or keep things positive, Spo's looking to do that.
Now here's Butler. Pass to Brogdon. 5 to shoot. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Now their offense is rolling. A perfect start. 4 of 4 so far.
Bledsoe right side. To halt the run. And the shot goes in from Siakam.
Coaching staff has to like that ball movement, and it began with Bledsoe.
Here's San Antonio now. It's a three-point game. Pass to Snell. Here's Mozgov. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
A little over-aggressive. He's got to dial it back if he wants to stay on the floor. 2 fouls in the first. Tough to overcome.
San Antonio leading by 3.
Well, the Heat take great pride in what they try to do defensively, their activity, their awareness, their alertness. Well, this team, as they grow, right now they're committing a ton of fouls. Well, that comes with the territory about learning some of these schemes and trying to be as physical as they like to be.
Pass to Baines. Now, here's Jokic. Here's Siakam. And Jackson with the block.
How about Jackson getting up and spiking that one away?
And defensively, this is a nightmare. He's already on a roll.
I love his will, his take charge attitude, the aggressiveness, all of that showing up here in the first.
Pass to Jones. It's stolen by Jones. It's tipped. Here's Bledsoe. And Bledsoe with the stop.
Try to prevent Bledsoe from charging inside. Easier said than done. Once he sees the lane, pretty much over for the defense.
Here's Dinwiddie. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. And the ball travels out of his hands. It was last touched by Jokic.
2 minutes.
And the Spurs with possession. Clock at 6. Pass to Jackson. Fires from the corner. That one a little long.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Bridges shot. Good.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Here's Dinwiddie. There's 1:26 left here in the first quarter. Jokic high post. Here's Dinwiddie. Pass to Jackson. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And Josh Jackson, the 4th pick in that 2017 draft out of Kansas, a hyper-athletic 6'8", and he's got the handles, I think, to become a terrific slasher in the league.
You think about Josh Jackson and maybe him collecting 1 terabyte of information about how it is that Kawhi Leonard goes about his business. Great size, great length, great versatility. A good guy for Josh Jackson to look up to.
Miami trailer. Jokic with it. He's got 5.
Rubio.
In the corner, it's Bridges. In transition, here come the Spurs. And slam dunk by Saric.
And that's how to make an impact with defense. Once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered.
Offensive rebound. Pass to Jokic. Second chance shot. Siakam. And he drops it in from the low post. Siakam's got 5 now.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. It's... And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far in the scoreboard. And taking a look at San Antonio's performance here. What do you think they've been doing or not doing?
So far, they've been active, scoring the basketball, built up a little lead here, and looking good.
Well, when you come out in the first quarter with that kind of offense, obviously the game plan is in full effect. Let's see if they can keep that momentum going.
Over to the left wing.
Oh, a little punch, counter punch action. Neither side flinching here.
Yeah, both sides trying to keep up with one another, but doing it from distance.
Now, here's Rubio. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. And the Spurs now in the post-Kawhi Leonard era of the franchise. Greg, how do they recover, do you think?
If any team can survive losing a player of Kawhi's caliber, it's got to be the Spurs. They have good depth, got a good return in the trade, and players will step up. Won't be the power they once were for a while, but they'll rebound in no time.
Well, early in his career, defenses challenged Tobias Harris to take this shot. Now they don't want him to, for good reason.
Here's Jokic. Lays it up off the glass. Jokic has got 5 points in the quarter.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
In the corner, Snell with it. Off target from 3-point range. Shamet. Rebound, San Antonio. Pass to Brogdon. Spurs working the ball around now. That one drops for him.
Well, everything in sync right now for Brogdon. Nice base, good timing, good release.
Back to Jokic. Stolen by Brogdon. Laverne with the steal. And here's Jokic. Shoots over Mozgov. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good.
That's a great effort on defense. He definitely rushed his shot a little bit down low.
Pass to Harris. Back to Butler. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The Spurs need to get a shot off here. They get it again. Now here is Harris. The wing jumper off target.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Yeah, you can't leave people open around Jokic, and the offense is set up to have cutters and movement. They'll take advantage of the defense if they sleep.
And so it's San Antonio with it. The Heat knocking down the tray. To the inside. Out to Harris. Harris missing again.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter. And Nikola Jokic came late to the game. He actually grew up horse racing. Finally started playing organized hoops at the age of 16. You never know it, though one of the most skilled big men the league has to offer.
And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Pass to Winslow. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. And Jokic, Greg, said he was a fat point guard until he got taller.
Well, even now, Kevin, Jokic, not the most chiseled physique, but the point guard background makes sense. His playmaking for a center is off the charts.
You see Justice Winslow get into that low defensive stance. Signals kind of like he did at Duke, slap the floor and be ready for a defensive possession.
Stolen by Rubio. Pass to Jokic. Here's Laverne. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one. And now it's an 8-point Miami lead. And Winslow about 6'7", 225. But Brent, it seems like he plays a lot bigger.
Yeah, it does feel like that sometimes. He gets lots of minutes at the power forward position and tries to rebound like a 4. And when he gets it, he can rip it down and run it up the court.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, guys, we see new players coming into prominence for the San Antonio Spurs. Now, Greg Popovich gives his veterans credit for accepting it gracefully and helping the young guys be successful. He says it's a tribute to their character and awareness. Kevin?
They certainly have established a great culture in San Antonio. Really something. D.A., thank you.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
Back to Mozgov. Pass to Brogdon. 6 to shoot. And here is Mozgov. Covered by Winslow. And here's Harris from the arc. Jokic grabs the miss.
Now, this just doesn't seem to be his night, or his team's for that matter either. And they got to pull it together here quick, or it's going to be lights out.
Now, here's Jokic. Here's Laverne. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
It's contagious. Every guy on the team working to keep this streak alive.
It's so fun when you're rolling like this. You just want it to continue as long as possible. And right now, fingertips are ablaze.
Harris goes straight to the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. It's going to be on Jokic.
Yeah, Tobias, too strong. Gets inside. Not going to be denied.
Shamet. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Talk about what it means to be a good teammate, Brent. You've played with good ones. You've played with bad ones. I've always thought you were team first when you play.
Well, I appreciate that, Kevin. There's just an idea about what it is that you can contribute to the team. I think you always have to accentuate those ideals. Your approach on a daily basis has to be consistent. And if you're a starting player, it's one mentality. And if you're somebody that plays off the bench, you have to come to practice every day to push the guy that's in front of you and wait for your opportunity. But most of the time, it's that kind of consistency with which you come to work and the attitude of making sure that I want to make any kind of contribution I can for our team's success. That usually is a pretty good formula for a good teammate.
And now the fast break. Bridges with the ball. The shot, no good.
And forcing the miss there, he just knows how to pressure you defensively.
You hear a lot about rim protection. This is a good example of how valuable it can be.
Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Here's Jackson. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
When you look at what the Spurs went through last year, it just was not a pretty season. Just not something that we've seen from the Spurs in 25 years. Still clinched the playoff berth, and that was their 21st season in a row.
Pass to Bridges. Bledsoe outside. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
You've got to be a little bit more cautious when guarding Bledsoe. The problem is he enjoys the physicality out there.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. Eric Bledsoe, Greg, one of the league's best slashers.
Yeah, he gets to the rim with regularity, and he finishes at a high rate, lives at the line. He is a nightmare in the open court.
Here's Siakam. And the layup's good off the glass. Siakam's got 7.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Here's Jackson, and it's good for 2. Jackson's got his 2nd basket of the game.
I like to see Jackson with these kind of plays, getting into the paint and then getting a little bit more creative with the scoring opportunity.
Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. It's going to be on Saric.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the 2-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. And another turnover here by San Antonio.
Yeah, just not good court awareness there. You cannot afford to be careless. That just leads to bad turnovers.
Inside. It's stolen by Jones. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the 3rd. Herter. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
And giving up some height, he just finds a way to carve out a little separation.
This is sort of the joust of the NBA where the aggressive player, more often than not, wins out.
Now here's Bledsoe. And it's Jokic in the corner. Back to Bledsoe. And the shot falls short this time. Spurs trail by 11. There's Snell. And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
How about the awareness there from Butler? The D goes to sleep, and Jimmy finds the wide open man.
Pass to Jokic. Here's Siakam. Mozgov covering. Mozgov with the block.
And the size and length of Mozgov, a big factor. Hard to convert when he's there.
Well, important to get great balance if you get bumped on your way to the basket. Still something that every player tries to get comfortable with.
Now here's Butler. Slammed home, and they call the foul. He's headed to the stripe for one more.
Oh, that's a major league throwdown.
Keeps a tight grip on that rim, too, after the finish. Traveling has been a concern for the NBA for a while. For a purist like you, do you like that?
Well, you got to get from city to city.
I don't think that's the kind of traveling I'm talking about here. Yes. I only ask you pay attention. That's all. It's a simple request.
Yeah, they're doing a better job. Some get away with it more than others. How's that?
What an answer. Thank you, Brent. Snell from outside. Now Butler. Shot clock at 6. Shoots from 8. And it's Jokic with the rebound.
The defensive reaction time, it was just immediate on that one.
And sometimes the most important part of that is the angle that the defender chooses. That time, he chose wisely.
And just enough wiggle room to get off his shot.
Tremendous focus with the bigger guy all over him. It speaks to the toughness he has down there.
Just great intensity there. Butler just doesn't settle for simple finishes off the drive. He is trying. Oh, that athletic. Yeah. I tell you what, Butler is a physical dunker. I mean, he takes his craft seriously. I just love watching this guy take off.
Back to Siakam. Jokic inside. Pass to Kuzminskis. Drops in the layup for 2.
The execution on point. Just terrific timing on these passes.
I really like the idea that his teammates are waiting until he's in great spots to finish off the possessions. Everything's working.
And the Heat call time here. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
There's 45 seconds left in the third. And it's Rubio penetrating. And here's Jokic. He's got 10. Drops in the tray. And that's now 6 points for Ricky Rubio.
Jokic, for a guy that size, he does just such a great job of moving the ball, a great conduit for the offense.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock.
Oh, and the D did not make that any easier. Can't fault the shooter for missing. That's a tough shot.
And out of bounds as the Spurs gain possession. And the Heat call time here.
And sometimes you just want a reminder of what our objectives are tonight.
Yeah, get everyone on the same page and point it in the right direction.
San Antonio making a switch here. Here's Jackson. Oh, and the buzzer beater's good.
And they make sure to get the last shot of the quarter there. Nicely done.
And so it's Miami heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter. And so it's Dinwiddie with it. He'll bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. Here's Jones. And Jones with the stuff.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. And the basket by Jackson.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Pass to Siakam. And Jones sends it back. To the middle. That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
Bounce pass, Rubio. Jokic draws the double.
That's his first personal foul.
A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now.
First foul. Spencer. That's his second.
Pass to Siakam. Clock at 4. Miami again turning it over.
Some turnovers necessary. That one, not so much.
San Antonio trailing here. Guys, they've been getting it done.
They came out with a mission, and they have been tough to stop.
In the corner, it's Harris. Nailed from three-point land.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Now, here's Jokic. Shot to stop the run. That one misses.
You know, every coach should show players game tape of how he just boxed out right there. Great job with the footwork and using his body to step to the rebound.
Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. Here's Butler. Just 5 on the clock. That one is good. He's only missed one shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
And when he gets inside, Butler's not going to be denied. Tremendous focus down low.
8 feet away. Pass to Siakam. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Butler with the ball. And it's sent back by Jokic.
Deceptive reach from Jokic there, swatting that shot away using those long arms.
And the shot goes in from Siakam.
And with that one, it ends an 11-0 run by the Spurs.
And yes, it's good.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Kicks it out to Rubio. And right through it goes.
Well, I have no idea how he made that, but hey, sometimes a little bit of luck helps.
Outside Butler. To the right side. Pass to Brogdon. Four on the clock. The 3. And again, it's the Spurs from deep.
And Butler, no stranger to these pressure situations. A big-time gamer who knows how to take over on key possessions.
Rubio misses.
Yeah, not a fan of that one, guys. If he wants to help his team cut into this deficit, he should not be attempting those kind of shots.
On defense, the Heat. Right side, Butler. Just 5 on the clock. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
Ball is turned over. Heat ball.
The Heat trailed by 5. Pass to Jokic. And there's a minute 45 left in the fourth quarter. That's in for his 5th make of the night. Now shooting at a 50% clip, 5 for 10.
Well, Jokic needed it, and he got it.
Here's San Antonio now. They're on a 16-6 run. It's good.
Still attacking. Building on this lead coming down the stretch.
Well, tonight his pinpoint accuracy has been impressive.
Back to Siakam. And even after 2 offensive rebounds, they just can't get the lid off. And so they choose to intentionally foul. So both teams making some changes here. There's 1:17 left in the fourth quarter. Dinwiddie surveying the floor. Clock at 6. At the elbow, Jones. Pass to Dinwiddie. George in the corner. Drills it from outside. And the Spurs lead by 8.
Love to see it when he pulls up from the outside. A big guy with tremendous range is a prized commodity in today's NBA.
Clearly a foul.
So the first one drops, and that narrows the gap to 7.
Well, it's interesting when Jokic was playing with Nurkic and they cleared the room for Jokic to take over at the center position. He's taken on that responsibility. He's taken on the star role. He's accepting it and excelling at it.
The shot by Sharch, no good. And so it's Jokic with the ball. He brings it up for the Miami Heat. And the ball travels out of his hands. It was last touched by Jokic. There's 31 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Now Jones. And Winslow comes to help. Laverne with the steal.
Clock's ticking. They got to get up a shot.
Yeah, and then you have to foul right away on the inbounds. Maybe the first person who touches the ball.
The defensive reaction time, it was just immediate on that.
And sometimes the most important part of that is the angle that the defender chooses. That time, he chose wisely.
And so it's San Antonio with the win. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for him, Greg. They really had to work for this win.
That's a good point. I mean, weaker teams might have buckled at the end with the crowd amped up, everyone in the building kind of rooting against you, but they stood tall and pulled it out.
Well said. And that about wraps it up.